So we're beginning the new year, right? With the new year comes those New Year's resolutions where we are going to start doing something new. We have a new outlook on life. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to read the book. I'm going to start the business. I'm going to speak to that person. But on the other end of that spectrum, there's a lot of things that we say we're not going to do, right? I'm going to quit smoking. I'm going to quit eating the junk food. I'm going to quit participating in that toxic relationship. And it reminded me of cutting the head off the snake, right? There's these poisonous things that we've been involved with, and in order to remove that bite, we cut the head off. And that story led to me thinking about Medusa. And if you're not familiar with that story, it's a woman who has snakes for hair. And if you cut off the head of one snake, 7 more grow back, and it's like a never-ending battle with this woman. And not only that, but if you look her in the eyes, you turn to stone. And so the only way to defeat this woman is to get her to stare into her own reflection. And it reminded me of these New Year's resolutions. We have this idea that we're going to cut the head off of something, but we haven't went inward to truly understand why we have that addiction or that procrastination or that less than desirable quality that we've been battling with year in and year out. It's that inward state that's truly going to set us free. And like Medusa, you have to get that evil, that malevolence to stare into its own self so that you can destroy it. And that's symbolic of us doing that inward work. Going inward and realizing why the hell we battle with the addictions. Why we battle with food, why we battle with toxic relationships, why we battle with procrastination. Because if you're like me, we cut off one addiction, but then we get caught up in 7 more. 7 other things present themselves. And yeah, I started going to the gym, but that gave me the idea that I could eat whatever that I want, and I'm drinking and smoking and still living a horrible lifestyle. And I removed the cigarettes, but now I eat more, I drink more, and I watch more Netflix to kind of remedy that itch that I need to scratch. And that's ultimately what it means. We remove one thing and 7 more itches present themselves. So in order to begin to defeat these, we gotta go inward, man. We want to live that badass lifestyle. We want to live a life that has meaning and purpose and direction. We want to be able to wake up in the morning and feel proud of ourselves that we've actually accomplished something. So we've got to begin to shine that mirror on the monster within. And yes, there's a monster. There's that Medusa within us that if we could ever shine that reflection on it and begin to understand it, we can freeze it in stone, man. And ultimately that results in us flipping the script. We become that Medusa. We become that powerful, harnessed monster. Because life, as it always will show up and cut one leg out from under us. But if we're prepared, if we know who we are and know what we're about, 7 more possibilities are going to arise from that seemingly negative situation. Right? The rest of the world, when life happens and that floor is pulled out from under them and they come crashing down, they don't know what to do. But if we went inward and we've examined and overturned every stone and looked in every corner to find out why and the reason we are doing things, then we're a little more prepared. So that when one door closes, 7 more open up because we're prepared, we're a little more wiser, we have the strength and fortitude to move on. And that's what it comes down to when we're trying to get healthy and go to the gym, when we're trying to quit smoking, drinking, whatever it may be. It comes from that inner strength of knowing who we are. We've did that self-reflection and begin to destroy that monster within so that we harness its powers and know our possibilities. We're not swinging away at one addiction and then fighting the 7 that arise out of that situation. We're prepared, we know what we're about, we know what holds us back, we know our potential, and we start harnessing that, we start building that, and that's our foundation. And any weakness that arises, we don't just haphazardly chop away at it, we chop at its root. We shine its own reflection on itself and therefore destroy it. And the outcome is us being a little bit stronger, a little more wise, a little more prepared. It's a whole new year, man. It's a fresh start. And the idea is to quit things and to begin things. And we get caught up in that without ever getting to the root of the issue. What's going to keep me motivated? What's going to keep me from abstaining from that negative habit. We've got to begin to shine the reflection of the enemy on itself instead of swinging at the wind hoping that just maybe we can survive. It's a brand new year. It's your year. Get at the root of the problem. And then you find that you have unlimited possibilities, and when life tries to cut away at you, 7 more possibilities are going to arise because you're stronger, you're better, and you're more prepared. Have a great 2022.